And attention for teachers and parents and students. Today's class is about especially for teachers and parents. Many parents blame their children. Their your child, girl or boy, may be poor in mathematics or any other subject. But many parents are worried about that. See, maybe weak in one subject, but they are smart in other subject. Why are worried about that? Many parents blame my son is very poor in mathematics. My son is poor in English. My daughter is poor in science and all. She is not able to pick up chemistry and all. This type of blame create problem in the brain of the students. See, to study history of the greatest scientist in the world, Albert Einstein was poor in mathematics. He was expelled, sent out of the class for studying 6th standard. I told him many times. One day the principal gave him a letter. We want only brilliant students in our schools and class. So we don't want this type of students. Einstein became very upset. He later appealed to his mother. His mother told him, "Don't worry, God is great. You are intelligent. One day you become great." That loving mother encouraged, inspired that boy. You understand? That boy grown up and became the greatest scientist in the world. He invented or discovered Eastwood and Cis coil, that formula. That time, where Mr. was alive, Westigan Mendigan declared Einstein the greatest scientist in the world, came on the newspaper and radio in those days. See, that's what is the change. Don't blame, don't judge a boy or girl in the early stage. They are intelligent, but maybe weak in one subject or other subject. On that strength, he is not a stupid or a fool. Don't label that boy or girl. Give sufficient time. He may be expert in others, he may be weak in other subjects. So, in the formative years, after 20 or 20 seconds, their brain began to shine. They understand what is right and wrong. They selected their own profession or career, science, mathematician, lecturer, English teacher, professor and all, doctors, science, scientists and all. So in the formative automatically they will understand. The teenage, they are involved in sports and other activities. They have more important for giving, playing with the friends. So that time, that boy or girl unable to pick up mathematics or science or any subject. So their brain is alright, but you are injecting venom or poison to their brain, so they become upset. They are thinking, what is different? Teachers and students and parents blame them. You are not able to pick up, you are a fool, you are useless. This type of words create problem in their brain. You are cut their brain. The growing children's brain shining or teeming with so many ideas. The very day they are thinking, my mother is telling that, my mother telling my neighbors, I am a fool, I am not able to pick up. So many great men, noble men, the early stage they were poor in many subjects. So they are expert in other subjects. So after a few years they will shine in that field. Please attention, teachers and parents, don't blame your children or students. Give more encouragement. Tell them, if you are weak in this subject, give special tuition for this subject. Mothers and fathers should give more tuition for that particular subject so that that boy or girl can pick up. Because certain parents are not educated, so they are giving the tuition at home. They can't do pick up. So they give special tuition classes for that boys and girls. Which subject they are poor. Give special tuition and arrange to bring a special teacher, tuition teacher or master, so that this problem can be solved. Don't blame and when nip in the bud. See thy form. Growing children, they have so many ambitions, desire. That time you are cutting with a like a weapon. No, please. That time you love them, engage them. Don't worry. If you are boring mathematics, my dear son, my dear daughter, arrange tuition class for you. Next month you will go, I will send you tuition class. So you tell your tuition teacher which subject is you are not able to understand. The teacher will give special attention so that the problem can be solved within a few days or months. So that boy or girl can shine in the education field. But the growing children should not give any warning or any use any bad words. So many noblemen, they were poor in many subjects. They were not able to pick up. Thomas Edison was unable to speak dyslexia, unable to read and understand. Yes, see, he not able to pronounce the words. He became the scientist. He invented electric bulb. He became the scientist. He is known as the king of inventions and discoveries. See, such a small drawbacks. Don't put labels in on your children, especially I'm telling parents, especially mothers. Mothers are trying to blame them. They are telling neighbors and their friends in the office, my son is so and so, my daughter is so and so. Always tell the plus point about your son and daughter. This create problem. They will run away from home, unable to control them. Many students has committed suicide in the history of the world because the teenage they can't face the failure situation. So don't talk in negative words. Let them give a chance. They will develop. They become great. Tell. Einstein's mother encourages that boy. Don't worry. You will be a great person one day. He will become famous. That loving mothers bless that boy, encourage and inspire. So Einstein became the greatest scientist in the world. That Mr. was alive. She got shyness and she got sadness because she blamed that boy, unable to pick up mathematics, poor in mathematics. Please don't label your children or students. Give them good inspiration, love them, more attention, inspire them, give more good example. Teacher should be a role model, motivate them for the and guide them to the proper direction so that we can bring more and more brilliant students, scientists, doctors, engineers in the world. Have a nice evening.